Okay, so we've had a look at what classes, methods and objects are in theory. Now let's have a little bit of a look at how they're programmed in Java. So what I want to do is to write a class definition for a dog. Okay, and once we've done that, we can start using our dog class definition to instantiate or create some dog objects. So we'll start with our dog class definition, and we just need to import the AWT package because I'll need that, but I won't need the applet package this time because I'm not writing this as an applet. So public class dog. So that tells me that I'm starting a public class called a dog. And now I just need to write some methods in this simple example. Now I can have as many as I want, but I'll just use one because otherwise it'll get a bit tedious for you watching. And what we're going to do is we're going to make our dog bark. So what we will have is public void bark, and then we'll get it to do its barking. So to do its barking, it will need to go g.draw string, because we're just going to say bark on the screen because I'm lazy. Bark. Okay. And display that, tell it where to put it, and close it off. So what we've got here is g.drawString bark. I need quotes before the bark, otherwise I'll get a problem. Okay, and close that off. Close off the program. So that's written my bark method. So I've defined a dog which can now bark. Now all I need to do is compile this, and we'll see what happens. Yes, I'll just save it over the top of my last example. And oops, we've got a problem. We've got a problem because it's got to G and it tells us that it can't find the symbol. In other words, it doesn't know what G means. And it doesn't know that because you can see I haven't told it. And the place I need to tell it is in the brackets, because this is information that the method is going to need to use. So I'll put graphics G in there and then try and compile that again, and hopefully we'll be good to go this time. Yep, so that will now compile. So that gives you a little example of what happens when you get error messages in programs. And the message that you often get is not always that helpful. In fact, sometimes it's not even at the line where the error is. So just be aware of that and you'll be fine. Now, that's our class definition. Now let's write our program which will actually use that class definition. So I'll click New and start again with our new class. And so I start with the Abstract Windows Toolkit package, and this time I will also need the applet package because it's going to be running as an applet. And this one's called master, and it is an applet. So I'll start with that. And now the first thing we need to do is to instantiate a dog. Now this dog is going to be a terrier, and this is how you do that. You say dog, and then the name of the dog, type of dog, equals new dog. Okay, so if the dog terrier equals new dog, and that's fine, that's created our new dog. Now what we need to do is to actually paint that dog on the screen. So we will start a paint method. Public void paint graphics G, and then we will get our dog to do something. Now the only thing it can do at the moment is bark. So what we need to do, I'll need a semicolon there too, that's why it's playing up. Okay. So what we need to do is to now get our dog to bark. Now the dog's a terrier, we want it to bark, so what we write is terrier.bark, and it needs to bark onto the screen G. Okay, and that should be pretty right now. So we've instantiated a dog and we've got it to bark. So let's compile that. And it compiles beautifully. So that's got that organized. So you can see there how you instantiate an object that you've defined, and then that's how you use the methods that are in there. Now in our dog, we could add in another method. We could add in a public void run, for instance, which would draw string run, and so on. So we could create a whole bunch of methods and then use them as you wanted in the master program here. So let's see how that runs now anyway. So we'll go into Tools, Run as Applet, and you'll see it produces Bark on the screen. Okay, so that's a bit of a quick introduction to classes and methods in Java. You will probably find this a little bit weird at the moment, but as you get more practice with writing Java, it will start to look a little bit more logical and make more sense to you. So if you're not fully understanding it at the moment, don't worry. Just keep pottering along and you'll get there.